Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video today, and today I am here with a Reddit r/, bad relationships, why you shouldn't date your siblings' friends. This one's by um u/lady Anubis. So before I write out this roller coaster experience, there's some much needed info I need to share in order for everything to make sense. This is a long story, and I'm writing this on mobile. Well, it's never been officially diagnosed. My parents are 90% sure that my brother is a high functioning autistic. He was never he was nonverbal up to when he was 3 to 5. He would make grunting noises that I would have to translate to my parents. He has issues with empathy and can come off as very cold when he is trying to be nice. My family is atheist and gaming nerds, so me and my brother mostly spent time at home, and while I was going out, he was not. He barely had a handful of friends before he joined the Marines. I am the victim of a child molester. When I was when I was 6 to 7 when I was 6 to 7 to 11, so at either 6 or 7 is when it started, till I was 11. Also, a rape victim from an abusive boyfriend in high school, and my dad's super religious mother, and my dad's super religious mother. Hold up, so were you raped by the mom? I'm not sure. Alright, so I was treated poorly for ruining the family and not accepting the molester back into my life when he got out. That's shit. The first time I met, let's call him Gavin for privacy's sake, was my 16th birthday. Only one of my friends showed up, so it was pretty sad. So my 14-year-old brother called in a bunch of his tiny friends to come, including a 24-year-old Gavin. At first, he was super cool. He had taken my brother under his wing. He had tons of tattoos and piercings, and he was self-proclaimed Satanist. So I laugh at this now. He is far too conservative to be a genuine Satanist. Um, I don't know what a Satanist is. Let's search that up. Satanist meaning. What does it mean? So it means. Okay, so you worship Satan, alright. Satanist. Genuine Satanist. My parents and I were just happy that my brother was making friends. He had been such a lonely kid with just me as someone he could see and hang out with at school. There was some mild flirting, and it was in this same year I was raped by my boyfriend, who liked to smack me around. He mostly liked to choke me until I was unconscious. Gavin, when he heard about it and attempted unconscious. Gavin, when he heard about it, went and attempted to beat up the 17-year-old asshat, but the guys and dad stepped in. Sorry about that. So by the sounds of it, her boyfriend would smack her and choke her until she was unconscious. Um, and then when this Gavin guy heard about it, he attempted to beat the guy up, but the girl's dad and the 17-year-old's friends stepped in. So instantly, I hero worshipped the guy, and boy, did he just eat that up. The flirting progressed into little makeout sessions when no one was around. Being the victim of sexual abuse made me starve for any form of affection that fr- that was from what I considered a peer. I was still 16 at the first time we had sex, and I remind you, he was 24. We spent the next year having a secret sexual relationship, and I was over the moon because I thought I loved him and I was willing to do whatever to keep him happy. He started telling favorite. He started telling me my parents' favorite was my brother, and that the moment I turned 18, I needed to move in with him. Gavin still lived with his dad himself, so that was kind of creepy. After I turned 17, he asked my parents for permission to date me. They were both pretty creeped out, but at my instance, and Ga- but at my instance, and Gavin made a solemn promise not to have sex with me until I turned 18. And I quote, he respected them too much to touch me until I was of age. The same day they gave their uneasy consent, he took me to his house for sex. Okay, so this guy, this guy is obviously a pedophile. He had sex with someone under 18. First of all, he kept it a secret. He lied to the girl's parents. Okay, this is kind of your fault too, to the girl who made this, because when you think about it, it would have been rape earlier if you hadn't given your consent. You consensually did that with him when you were underage. I hate when my sister walks in on me when I'm recording a video.
Oh.
So, like I said, everybody comment screw my sister.
Oh, but this. Okay, this is for you. There's free movies at Paramount Theater every weekend. Saturday and Sunday, you just need to pay for all the snacks and popcorn, and then you can watch the movie for free.
So you just gave them our city by telling them which theater was local for us?
Actually, we have a different local one that we always go to, but we won't tell them that.
Yeah, but like, Paramount is only in one city. Okay, guys, everybody comment Sammy the dumbass in the comments because, A, she barged on my video, and then B, yeah, she just gave away our location pretty much. Anyway, so, yeah, this is kind of the girl's fault, too. She consensually had sex with this guy, even though she was underage. And then, another thing is, too, she should have told her parents. She should have told her parents when this guy lied to them. Like, holy shit. It was okay. Back to the story. It was my senior year, and we had only been dating officially for 5 months before I got frustrated with how controlling he had become. If we watched movies with my parents, he would get pissed. If I rested my head on my mom's shoulders, or if I got up to use the bathroom or get snacks or soda, he had to get up and follow me. At one point, he started sleeping on our couch on and off for like 4 months, even though his house was like 5 minutes down the road. So he was always around and didn't understand that I did like to have some space away from him. Fast forward a year or two, and I had moved to Minnesota for 7 months and moved back. Gavin had gotten his girlfriend at the time pregnant. They had a baby girl. The entire relationship was unhealthy. She was doing to him she was doing to him what he had done to me. So when he started coming over to the house a lot, he initiated another relationship with me. Of course I fell for it because I believed his lies about leaving her for me and how if I just held on we could be better together. It didn't take long for me to realize he just wanted me for a piece of ass, but the real reality hit me when my mom caught us having a quickly in the bathroom. Immediately he was groveling, apologizing for disrespecting her like that. Not even 2 months later, he was messaging me for sex. My brother left for boot camp, and Gavin would still come over and sometimes stay the night. I had to have my bedroom door open so the 3 dogs we had could roam the house. They did not like being locked in a bedroom, so it was easier to keep the door open. He would wait until 3 to 4 a.m. to stand in my doorway and quietly try to see if I was awake so he could guilt me into sex. Eventually, he did stop talking to me, and I moved back to Louisiana to help my cousin also 7 months before moving back. He had messaged me for a few sexual things, but I ignored them. But when I got back, he helped me get a job. My father works. My father works 12-hour night shifts, so I only had my car certain nights of the week, and Gavin would take me on the other nights when I didn't have my car. And that's when things got really bad. He started messaging me almost every night because he drinks right now, and when he would drive me home from work, and I didn't know how to get him to stop, and if he got very upset, and stopped giving me rides, I would lose my job. I told my parents and did not, under any certain uncertain term, and did not, under any uncertain terms, want us to have. And my parents did not, under any uncertain terms, want us to have any form of sexual anything. He did not care and still messaged me sexual things. I showed my parents what was being said, and they agreed he was being inappropriate. So we asked my brother what to do while he was deployed, and he called and confronted Gavin. He then confronted me. It was a scary time because he was standing outside of work with his pit bull at night. I would leave work. The dog was a sweetie, so I wasn't afraid of the dog. But he mentioned having friends that were Asian gang members, so I got a little scared. He found stupid reasons to come into my work just so I would see him. I got depressed and I would think about driving myself into a creek close to my home. So close to my home when I would drive home from work. I would just go to sleep. I would just sleep all day and snapped at my parents anytime they tried to talk to me. As of a month ago, I got a better job and I've been so much happier. But last night, my ex messaged me talking about if I wanted to be an adult and talk with him about the accusations I made against him about his behavior and that he would be okay sitting down and talking with me. And maybe I am being a bit oversensitive and bitchy, but I hate this that his message made me feel like I'm overreacting and being a bitch. I hate that it made me feel crazy, but a man making my life hell not only 6 months, but ever since I broke up with him in 2013 when I was a high school senior, why is a man who's now in his 30s acting like he's entitled to my body when he isn't anything to me? I don't understand it, and I feel because my brother didn't, and I feel because my brother didn't really do anything to do much in my defense has emboldened Gavin into a sense of bully, into in, into a sense bully me, trying to get back not only into my life but into my parents who made the final call if he is allowed in the house. He is currently banned from stepping on the house bounds. Any advice? Here's the thing. I don't know what quickly is. I'm probably gonna search that up after. No, just like keep the comments clean because my comments might get like disabled or something. I don't know, but yeah, that story was interesting because what the hell though? And I just dropped something. What the actual what the hell though? But because think about it, she gave him consent for like ever since she was 16. So that would be 2 years if she broke up with him when she was a high school senior. That would have been 2 years she was with him. Like, Jesus fuck, cut off the relationship if you're having if it's bad, if it's being unhealthy, then like, just cut off the freaking relationship. You don't keep that shit going. So yeah, that's like my advice on this, but yeah, don't listen to my advice, I guess. Actually, yeah, listen to my advice, because I feel like that's some good advice. But yeah, if you're in a toxic relationship, like, just dump the dude. Or if you're a guy, dump the girl. Or if you're gay, dump the guy. But oh my god, that's gone confusing. But anyways, yeah, I'd read another one, but I don't have enough time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.